Sit. Six. Money or the fame can't change me. I'ma still be the same me. I let my own mama fucking hang me. Write it in the books, I'm a crook, tell by the look. Got these niggas shook, I'm a vet and you steady rook. Posted on the scene, sipping lean, that bro methazine, sipping on codeine. Play with Jesus before you play with me. All black tee till I see my first 100 G's. I don't need designer cause none of that shit ain't making me. 7.62s, niggas know I got that K with me. If I Coco Jack, niggas know that boy gon' spray for me. Bow. Boy, I got the game in the headlock. Had to hide in the hole cause the fed side. Niggas sleeping on the six like a bed eye. Good connection on your block like it's hot spot. Pull up, drop, top, pop, arts with a big top. We got big glocks, I might dab, I don't really rock. I want 100 bands, niggas sleepy off 100 Zans. Molly look like sand, rock and roll like a fucking band. Say he on a beat, and you know he got that heat for me. Sliding in the Jeep, it's a stolo, so don't ride with me. Guns cold, dope, riding with 100 felonies. Stretching free my brothers out the fucking penitentiary. This ain't real rap, multi-rap, niggas a big cap. He acting like a bitch, just for that, get him bitch slapped. Cruising down the street in my stolo. It's a Honda Civic, brand 2004. 5% tint, that shit low. Anybody die, any money and more. I'm an Israelite, but my grandma's old. And we do voodoo, chop the head off for gold. Chopper of the year, serve the base of some soap. Niggas out there stealing and re-rocking the flow. What the fuck? Money or the fame, man, that shit can't change me. Before I sell my soul, let my own mama hang me.
So I hung out in a space with Darren, Reverend Darren had a space for a little while. We were in there, it crashed. It was just me and him talking. I was about to cut out, actually. I was about to tell him, like, look, I'm gonna go so other people can join speaker, because people won't fucking join with speaker. But, dude, I don't know, man. It's been nonstop as far as people attacking me over on UFO Twitter lately. It's coming from, like, it seems to be coming, you know, when they're doing this to you, it starts to feel like it's coming from everywhere, and it's all day long. Like, you know, Kimball had a space going late last night, all night, and talking shit about me and my friend, and trying to bait her in. He kept putting her in the title and stuff. And then this morning, non-credible UFOs is coming at me. This guy was gone for months, and I don't know, like, when you see people vanish off the app for a couple months, usually you think that, like, they're trying to, like, reinvent their image, like they're gonna try to do something different. He just come back doing the same shit, like bitching about things no one even knows what the fuck he's talking about, running like really lame ass bias polls. He started posting shit about saying that I told him I stole a car one time and stuff. What these guys are doing a lot, and it's becoming a trend, guys, is they'll befriend you. Me and Noncred were friends. Like, we used to talk on the phone and stuff. And you'll tell them, like, stories. Like, you know the, like, when we were growing up stories. Like, they'll use these stories against you, and I've just never really seen anyone do that before. It's kind of new here. It's new to me for people to take a story you told them, and like, and it's a story like meant to just show how crazy you were when you were younger and the dumb shit you used to do growing up. And I don't know, like, it feels like I just grew up a lot different than most of these people, and that's, you know, that's part of being tolerant. It's like understanding that people grow up in different environments. And he was talking about a specific incident where about stealing cars. I don't recall that story, that specific story. I know when I'm freezing and I'm walking in the freezing cold sometimes, and I see a certain car that I can just jump in and go, it's hard for me not to take it sometimes. But all I can say with that is, like, I've never been arrested. I have no criminal record. A lot of these guys that are holding these all-day spaces, like, trying to defame me and, like, run me into the ground, they have real criminal records. Like, King Wakaka just got out of jail for a meth charge, like, recently, allegedly. I don't know the exact details. It's meth related, I believe. I don't care. But these guys are trying to run me into the dirt, and I don't have any criminal record. I kind of ran with hoodlums growing up. I'm talking about guys like I went to first grade with. A lot of my closest friends are doing like prison sentences and stuff, and I made a video about it. My my issues with opiates and how I kind of ended up on opiates, at a young age and stuff. And it was common in my friend group. There were two or three of us that were heavily addicted to opiates at a very young age. I'm talking like 14, 15, and I don't know like where these guys come from, where they're so sheltered and they don't or if they don't have like vice or something. But um, drug addicts will stoop to committing crimes to get drugs, to get their drug money and stuff. And a lot of the it's you're talking like petty thefts, burglaries, stolen cars, car parts, pawn shop shit. Like this is petty thefts and petty crimes. It's drug addict behavior, which I've never denied that I have issues with drugs. I've had issues with drugs my whole life, so I don't know like who they think they're beating when they post stuff like this, because that's just kind of who I am. Like I just grew up a little rough. And the other thing I'll say about it is there are people out there that enjoy, they enjoy doing dirt. I was never one of them. If I was ever doing something that might not be the most honest thing, it was because I was in a situation where I had to. I was either backed into a corner financially where I was out of options and I was on the edge of like homelessness, or it was to feed myself. And I don't know if like it's kind of where I don't. A lot of times I'm left baffled on like where did these guys grow up at? Because I hear some of them like L.A. and stuff, and I don't know if they're just so sheltered. But I'm a pretty good guy where I come from compared to a lot of the people in my neighborhood. But all right, I want to keep moving. Non-Gred ran a poll, and I just wanted to here. I'll put it up here because I thought it was just kind of funny. Just first off, how like absolutely confusing it is, the wording. Like it's so hard to understand like what he's even trying, and it's like, is it purposeful like to try to be completely confusing? And it just how silly. I mean, why? What's the point? And non-cred is one of those people that blocks anyone who like sneezes at him. Like he's a feather. And and so to run these polls and then to like flex with them, it's just silly, because it's like, dude, nobody that would have any other opinion than the opinion you want is going to be taking those polls. When I run my polls, they're very straightforward, like yes or no, and I don't block all my oppositions on UFO Twitter. Like they can come vote in my polls, so it's a little silly. The last thing I wanted to talk about is this stuff going on with Mike Disclosure and Disclosure Tonight. What's up, bro? I'm gonna get into it in a second. There's a lot of bigger, like, it's starting to really build, and you're seeing these accounts like Vetted Podcast stirring it up. This is Fabricated Outrage. I had a space yesterday. I'm on @Felony Talk on Twitter if you want to go check out the space. I record all my spaces. I don't hide anything. It's the last space I did. I forget what I called it. I think at the end it was called That Accomplished Nothing, because at the end it was just everybody yelling at each other. But Tupacabra, Red Panda Koala, all of them are in the space with Mike Disclosure. And they had their chance to talk it out. If these guys were so in danger, if they were intimidated, if they were bullied, if they were suppressed in any way, would they be hanging out in these spaces with these guys? This is fabricated. Nobody feels like they are in danger. these guys would not be acting the way they are if they felt like they were ever really in danger. It's simply fabricated outrage, and I'm super disappointed to see everyone engaging in it, and it just seems stupid. And another thing that I don't really understand is like you get them all in a space where even like Fessler, Mike Disclosure, Tupa, and Panda, they're all together in a space. Uh, Mike and Fessler have explained what they meant by their statements on the show. They explained it, and they even faced the possibility that people might have interpreted it wrong. So it's over. Like, they told you that's not what they really meant. They told the guys that could have felt any certain way about it. Hey, that's not what we meant. This is what we meant. Where I come from, that's squashed. It's squashed. But here on UFO Twitter, it just festers and bubbles, and they'll go in a space and come to an agreement, and then Tupa and Panda will be in a space an hour later, festering and bubbling. It's fabricated. Nobody really feels like they are in danger, and I just want the rest of the internet to understand that. If you're outside looking in on UFO Twitter, I'm in all these spaces with these people. Nobody feels like they're in danger or being these. This is all just a play. It's a work. And the sad thing about it is these guys are getting run through the mud over it, and they didn't. If at worst they might have put their foot in their mouth. At the very worst, they might have said some things that could have been tasteful. A little bit hurtful. But this is cancel culture is what's happening, which it's funny to see the MAGAs engaging in cancel culture. But all right, that's basically it. The only other thing I wanted to say is I get a lot of allegations from just people saying that I'm being like manipulated or puppeted by these females, and then it's these guys. I'm my own person. I've always been my own person. I'm volatile to everybody, even the Lou crew. They even have to deal with my manic episodes. So nobody owns me. Nobody tells me what to say. Nobody persuades me. If you go look at my space yesterday, I let anyone come up who has a question, including Red Panda Qual, until he started playing clips, and then that's propaganda at that point. You need to just bring your voice, so we're all on an equal footing. You know what I mean? And that's if he left or got booted, that's the only reason. But these guys are always welcome in my spaces to express their opinion or their voice, but I'm not allowed in theirs. And one thing they're doing is they're playing my spaces for their entertainment. So they're just replaying my space in their gigantic space because they each got like 50,000 phony followers, and they're just basically sucking my entertainment value and loosh into their space, and just the absurd level of hypocrisy that I can't even come in and give my opinion on what was happening in my own space.